Hello students, welcome to the topic of natural calamities. Today in this topic we are going to study about how natural calamities occur, what are the reasons for their occurrence, and also what actions should be taken during a natural calamity. But students, before we understand all these things, it is very important for us to understand that what do we mean by natural calamities. Now, let's see what do we mean by natural calamity. Well, a natural calamity is an event that occurs naturally and is not in control of humans. It is a sudden change in the surroundings which causes damage to human beings and their property. Now, on this basis, we have classified natural calamity into different groups. Students, natural calamities has been broadly divided into four categories. They are flood, drought, earthquake, and tsunami. Flood. Well, when there is heavy rains, the river starts to overflow. As a result, it submerges the surrounding areas. Then, in that case, a situation arises of a flood. Causes of floods. Human beings, due to their need and greed, they start cutting down trees, leading to deforestation. As a result, there is a rise in temperature. The snow starts melting fast, resulting in increase of the water level of the rivers and resulting in floods. Floods also occur when the water level in the dam is higher than the danger mark and a leak develops in the dam. It has got many effects like it causes a lot of damage to life, property and crops. Also, as there is waterlogging, it gives rise to many diseases like malaria, dengue, cholera, etc. Students, when there is a situation of flood, we should not panic. Rather, we should take some precautions. Like, keep listening to the media for updates information. If flood water has entered your house, switch off the electricity meter at once. Keep flashlights, candles and matchboxes handy. Store adequate amount of dried food items, medicines and clean drinking water. If there's flood in your area, move to a safe place, but never ever swim or drive during floods. But still, if you find that the flood situation is out of control and people are finding it difficult to get out of the flooded area, one should not panic. As in that case, the army is called for rescue operations. Now let's see the various ways by which we can control floods. By planting more trees, that is afforestation. Not allowing construction of houses near river banks. Then construction of dams where the current of the river is strong and maintaining it well. Now we'll talk about the next natural calamity, that is drought. As you can see in the image, the area which does not receive rainfall for a long period of time, it leads to scarcity of water. Thus, it is said that the area is affected by drought. Causes of drought. The location. If the area is located too far away from natural sources of water like rivers, sea, then The monsoon winds get weak by the time they reach the area, due to which there is no or little rainfall. In India, some areas of Rajasthan, Bihar and Madhya Pradesh, since they are away from these natural sources of water, so the areas tend to receive little rainfall throughout the year. Then we have deforestation. This is also one of the major cause of drought, as the cutting of trees lead to excessive deforestation, which leads to scarcity of rainfall in that area. The effects of drought. All the ponds, lakes and rivers which makes the water bodies, they dry up, and as a result there is no drinking water available for animals or human beings. Without water, the crops die and there is little or no fodder available for the cattle, due to which they start to starve and then die. No new crops can be grown as the soil becomes dry, so the farmers are the worst hit at the time of drought and they starve. The whole nation also suffers as there is lack of vegetables and fruit supply, which leads to increase in the price of the commodities. Now let's discuss the various ways to control drought. By planting more trees, that is afforestation, which brings in more rainfall. Also by encouraging water harvesting, which increases the level of groundwater that can be used for irrigation of fields. Next to come in the list of natural calamity, we have earthquake. The disturbance deep inside the Earth's surface that causes sudden shaking of the surface is known as earthquake. Causes of earthquake. When tectonic plates collide with each other, it causes trembling of the Earth's surface. Nuclear bombing and volcanic eruptions, they also contribute to the shaking of the ground. Students, the scientific study of earthquakes is called seismology. Students, at the time of such a natural calamity, there are certain precautions that we need to follow. We should not panic. We should move to open areas like parks, but not near tall buildings and trees, as they can fall on us during these tremors. Stay away from glass windows and doors. If you are not able to move out, then take shelter under a table or stand in corners of the room. Now, we'll talk about the next natural calamity, that is tsunami. Tsunami are high waves that are caused by sudden movement on the bed of the ocean due to earthquake. The waves travel in all directions, which causes a lot of damage to property and life. The Pacific Ocean and its adjacent areas are the largest, most diverse, and most tsunami-prone of any of the Earth's oceans. Now we will see that how we can manage this disaster. How can a relief be brought to this disaster? The first and the foremost thing that the government needs to do is to create awareness among citizens on how to deal with disaster. Every citizen must be given training on how to act in these situations. In the event of a disaster, the local police maintains law and order. The army helps to clear the roads and in setting up of camps. The Air Force drops food, medicine and clothes from the air where the roads are blocked. There are many national and international organizations which help the people at the time of the disaster, like Red Cross Society, World Health Organization, United Nations Children Fund, etc. They provide help to human beings in the form of medicines, food, setting up of relief camps, which are a temporary home for the victims by these natural calamities. Students, did you know? The point of origin of the earthquake below the surface of the earth is called focus. The point where the earthquake begins on the surface of the earth is called the epicenter. The magnitude of an earthquake is measured on a Richter scale. The intensity of an earthquake is measured by a seismograph. The scientific study of earthquake is called seismology. The largest earthquake in recording history took place in 2004 in the Indian Ocean. It lasted for 10 minutes. So students, it is very important to save Earth, save life. Thank you, students.